native. Even with the Warriors games, before the Warriors became big, even though there's like this sense of violence, I feel like the Oakland Raiders and the Oakland A's has one of the best fans out there. You know what I mean? Like, I've enjoyed myself, had a great time. I've seen people super drunk, and I was with my dad at these games, and people were still fun. So I feel like people, I know the violence happens quite often, but I know that there's a lot more good games. So it's just kind of unfortunate that this stigma behind like Raiders fans and Oakland fans is like, oh, they're violent and you have to be careful, So
when really it's San Francisco, that's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, San Francisco.
The whole city.
I mean, their stadium is nice, AT&T Park, cool, whatever. But
they got good dim sum.
They do, but
the prices are way too high, and those hills are way too steep just to get some dim sum.
And it's too much traffic. It took me an hour to get 3 blocks out of San Francisco.
I mean, that could happen here though too.
But final question for me, Sean.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like 3 questions wrapped into one. So,
typical.
Yeah, of course. I have to. It's getting good content out, and Sean has a lot to say. One, I'm gonna need your WrestleMania predictions real quick. 2, please tell the world how great Nations is and how much better it is than every burger chain in LA. Please tell the listening people how great Nations is and why if they ever come to LA, it'll be like reverse gentrification. It'll actually make restaurants better.
Milkshakes are fire too.
Let me
key
explain
lime
it
pie,
this way.
bro.
I will explain it this way. Every time I go to Oakland, I go to Jack London Square.
Thank you.
And I go to Jack London Square.
Or San
If I'm
Leandro.
with somebody who's right. Or yeah, exactly. Or that location. I take them normally Jack London Square because my grandma lives West Oakland, so it's close.
Of course.
So I bring them in. Always get them double cheeseburger, order of fries. Maybe a slice of pie. If we're feeling festive. You never know. But
that lemon
every
pie?
single time, it's why don't we have one of these down south? Why don't we have one of these in LA? So I'm just going to point that out there. It's top notch. It's a rite of passage in the Bay Area. It's In-N-Out is overrated if you ask me. I'm just going to put that out there too. It's a little overrated, but no, Nations is the truth. And if you're ever in the Bay Area, you got to stop by Nations. Yeah. But in my WrestleMania card.
Yeah, how you feel about Kofi?
It's like 8 hours long. How many matches are on that card?
Just tell me the Kofi thing. Kofi over Bryant, and if Big E is gonna do a heel turn, Lesnar versus Rollins, which I feel like we called like 2 years ago. Yeah. We just never did that wrestling podcast, but I feel like we called it.
Lesnar doesn't really wrestle like that anymore. So.
Nah, it's okay. I think Lesnar's going over.
Wow.
I think Lesnar's going to go over because here's the thing: you can't have. I think Becky's going to win. That's the main event. Becky's going to win. You're going to have Becky, Kofi, and then Rollins go over. That's 3 good guys going over. You can't do that. I'm on WrestleMania. You got to have something to push the storylines forward. You can't have a conclusion. All the conclusions happen at WrestleMania. Because this is 24/7. It pops in. Next Monday you got to continue these stories. So I think, Rollins is going to lose. Kofi's going to win. I don't think there's going to be a heel turn. How messed up it would be if there was a heel turn. Finally a black man gets on top and then his homie just snipes him from behind. No, he can't do
that. Bad timing, Sean. We just talked about Nips.
Can't do that. Come on now.
But I feel like he would do that. Vince would do some stupid shit like that because he's never had a black WWE champion. The Rock don't count.
David Bixenspan from Deadspin had a really good article. Or no, it wasn't Bixenspan. It was somebody from Deadspin had a really good article about, that storyline and the way that they're taking in their criticisms and just kind of weaponizing it as a storyline. But no, Kofi's got to win. If Kofi doesn't win, I may be done for a while. I'll be honest with you because you broke me with the Booker T stuff. You
still
can't,
made Triple H.
You can't do this with Kofi.
By the way, Batista has to win, right? Batista has to win. Right?
I don't even know, man. That's such a weird match. Why is that match even happening?
Retirement match. He's gonna beat his ass to go back to the Guardians of the Galaxy and get dusted again.
Yeah, why Why is this even happening? Why is the card 8 hours long? Are you going to sit through 8 hours of this?
I wouldn't sit through an hour of it, even if you could give it to me for free. I got better shit to do.
Man, 8 hours of this mess.
I would definitely like to
20 hours of wrestling.
Match,
but yeah, Sean, I'm so glad we finally had a chance to get you on Touchdowns and Tangents, man. It's been a long while.
Yeah, man. Thank you for sharing your passion and insights on A's and Oakland and Jack London Square and
Nations.
I appreciate it.
And drop your socials. Tell everybody where.
Oh yeah. Twitter is Sean Paul Thomas. It's all spelled out. At Sean Paul Thomas. That's my Twitter account. My Instagram SPTJourno JOURNO_1 the numeral. It's the easiest ways to get a hold of me. Of course I'm on Facebook. Easy find on Facebook. But yeah, no, those are the easiest ways. Shoot me a like or a follow or whatever.
All right, family. Thank you for calling in, man. You have a good night. Stay safe out there.
Appreciate you.
You too.
Peace.
Can I say this?
All right, man. You guys have a good one.
You too.
Oh, sorry. What's that?
Oh no. I was saying off of that. The one thing I wanted to say is Steve Austin Stone Cold is the best that has ever been out there. Sorry,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, sorry. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Sorry.
Come on, you can't GFB the name. You can't GFB the name.
From West Oakland. You were doing so well.
I got tongue twisted and nervous, but yeah, Stone Cold Steve. Look, you want to know a fun fact? I was for Halloween 2 years ago. I made my own vest, and I was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Was that
1 year.
Giving girls Stone Cold stunners
no,
in West Oakland? That's wild.
But that's my man. I'm sorry I messed up his name. I'm sorry. God. But yes, Stone Cold.
Duppy
Austin.
freestyle
He's the best.
side.
I'm sorry.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, peace, Sean.
Call me out like that.
You said
Shake
you
your
literally
mind.
said his name. Stone Cold Steve Austin. How did you ruin all our childhoods?
I'm sorry.
Sean was disappointed.
He couldn't
even answer.
Nervous.
He couldn't even. He was flabbergasted.
I'm sorry.
You broke Sean.
I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. I don't want to make it seem like I'm just this girl who's.
What
just
part of West
Oakland?
Whoa, no one said that. Now you're typecasting yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody said that.
That's what it seems like. I'm
what
sorry.
part of West Oakland you from again?
If you was a dude, we'd be slandering you too.
I'm not from West Oakland.
Okay, what part of Oakland you from? North?
I told you I'm from East Oakland.
Are you sure? You're
Specifically
from East
Seminary. Yes, I am. Don't get it twisted.
Sobrani Park? What you know about Sobrani Park?
No.
The Oakland Zoo? Are we not going to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. I live right next to the Oakland Zoo.
Yes. That's where you stay by Foothill.
Yeah, I live on Hillmont and off the 580 Seminary Ave. That's where I'm at.
You go to that Denny's?
Oh, she just banged on you.
Don't sit here and tell
me
where I'm from.
You go to that Denny's off the freeway, though?
Hell no, I don't go to that ratchet ass shit.
She said do something.
Yeah, I went to
that
Denny's.
I go to the Philly cheesesteak, though. Even though I love Nations, I go to the Philly cheesesteak. And when I was in Berkeley High, there used to be a Fred's sandwich place I always went to.
Remember that polka dot? Yeah, remember the polka dot spot next to the Durant? That burger stand right next to the Durant?
Oh, yeah.
There's food way too high?
Yeah. And the little quick serve. What is that? The quick serve?
I don't know.
The little drive-through is like old school.
Yeah,
burger place. Don't tell me I'm not from Oakland. I may mess up Stone Cold Steve Austin's name, but don't sit here and
I had to know.
Question where I'm from. I'm sorry I got tongue twisted and nervous because I wanted to shout it out. Sorry.
All right, folks.
Damn.
Can we reel it back in now?
Can we reset? I don't feel safe now. I don't feel safe now.
I don't feel safe now.
Am I going to get stuttered?
Touchdowns on tangents. You know what it is. Sometimes we go on a tangent. But shout out to Sean for sharing his passion on the A's, baseball. Been trying to get him on here for a minute. Friend of the show. Shout out to him, man.
Oh, damn. I thought you was like leaving like...
Yeah, you going to leave on that? Okay.
You can't leave on a bad note like that.
Yo, Mike wasn't even muted.
You just said, I'm out.
Come on, rookie.
You said I'm out like you waiting for me outside. I'm scared now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
All right, man. So
I believe you're from East Oakland.
All right, man. So we didn't get to finish
Get home safe.
All the Nipsey stuff, but I mean we can get back to that at the end of our rant. So
yeah, that's what.
Let's get to the football stuff while we still have time. So the big story of the week, one of the big stories of the week, the American Alliance Football League, the AAF, the thing that captivated a bunch of clout early in the season and has since been talked about of it declining and not existing anymore ever since that first week, is now officially suspended under wraps as of yesterday, or today, I guess.
Honestly, 2 days ago.
The players are officially unemployed and they can officially get onto NFL rosters. Basically, the whole synopsis of it is, as we've talked about, the AAF, their plan was kind of to be a developmental league for the NFL, but the initial plan between Bill Polian and the other co-founder was to work their way to that in 3 years. Now, when they took that bag from the Carolina hockey team owner, $250
Carolina
million.
Hurricanes, I think.
Yeah. When they took that bag, pretty much made him like the figurehead majority leader, and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to wait 3 years. I want to be the developmental league for the NFL now." And the NFL is like, "Whoa, hold up, son. We got a whole CBA going on.
Got a little bit too much dip on your chip there.
We got our own issues going on with civil disobedience and with marijuana that we need to figure out with CBA. And now you want us to also throw in a developmental league? Like,
kind of a conflict of interest,
we need to just kind of calm down." But no, the dude was like, "Well, then we're just not going to exist." And so pretty much that's what happened. He strongholded the league. And the NFLPA was like, "All right, cool. We'll see you right along with the XFL, the USFL, and every other alternative league that has since folded under our reign."
Indoor football league, arena football league. And really, he just took the best parts of their league and he's just going to apply it to hockey.
What he did was the AAF, they did a lot of stuff in terms of broadcasting, but another one of the big groundbreaking things they did was
that?
They developed an app for like in-game basically betting, and so that's pretty much the technology that he wanted.
Yeah.
So he got that,
which is really disgusting. He bought the red car so he could dismantle it. Go watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit to get that reference.
But if you look at the whole situation, it's really ugly because some cats literally came home from a game and their hotel hadn't been paid for the week.
All their stuff
they had
was
a bill. All their stuff was out.
Thrown out. Like when your girl get mad at you and throws all your shit on the balcony.
Some of them didn't. Some of them were thousands of miles away from their homes. They didn't have a car, didn't have money for a plane ticket because they ain't got paid, and so they were basically stranded and stuck, not really knowing what was going to happen because at the time it hadn't even been officially official that they were going to cease operations, so they didn't even know if it was true or not.
And then Steve Spurrier came out and said, "Well, our team, because this team was 7-1, he's like, we should be the league champs then."
I didn't even hear about that.
Because the other, he came out and said, he's like, "It's the same." He's like, "A lot of us aren't trying to advance our coaching careers. We're just here to coach football, and these guys just want to play football and pretty much, have a chance to, have this be their life, and it's taken away from them, and it's really dead wrong." And he was also like, the other teams in our league are 5-3. We're 7-1. We should be the champs. And I think not FanDuel, but some esports site or whatever, they were gonna allegedly honor them. They were gonna honor them as champions of the AAF.
My whole issue with this is,
and fuck Johnny Manziel.
My whole issue with this is, man, there's got to be some accountability here, from a lot of the league partners, because look. How long has it been since we had a serious alternate league, the XFL, in 2001? So it took us 18 years to get to an actual formidable league that was big enough to get at least NFL washouts.
And they kill it in its crib.
And to actually be on TV, and they kill it in its crib. Let's not front and act like CBS and the NFL Network and all these other big network conglomerates didn't have a hand in this, and the fact that they essentially enabled this league to do all this for 300 people that are now jobless or whatever.
More than 300.
Yeah, because coaches, coaches and all that stuff,
assistants, trainers,
the people working in the stadium,
local people weren't
And because especially because a lot of these teams were in markets that aren't primary NFL markets.
Alabama,
San Diego, like different places that don't